Yo, what is up, my bros? It's your boy, Des, back with another video. Today, we're diving deep into the world of gaming. We're talking about the controversies, the arguments, the never-ending debates. Let's be real, we've all heard our parents say, those games will rot your brain. And hey, maybe they have a point. Or maybe they just don't understand the joy of beating that boss. So, buckle up, grab your Mountain Dew and Doritos, because we're about to explore the top 10 opinions on modern gaming. Let's do this! First up, we've got the age-old debate. Do games make you smarter? Some folks swear that gaming is like a mental workout, boosting your reaction time, problem-solving skills, and ability to multitask like a boss. They'll hit you with studies about surgeons who game having steadier hands, and gamers being able to process information faster than a cheetah on Red Bull. I mean, it makes sense, right? When you're dodging lasers, outsmarting your opponents, and managing your inventory, your brain is working overtime. But then again, I've also rage quit after losing a game of Tetris, so maybe it's not all sunshine and rainbows. What do you guys think? Are games making us smarter, or are we just kidding ourselves? Next up, we're tackling the elephant in the room, the link between video games and violence. Now, this is a touchy subject, and for good reason. Every time there's a shooting or a violent crime, people are quick to point the finger at video games. Some games are pretty intense, with blood splattering and heads exploding. But to say that gaming directly causes violence, that's a bit of a stretch. Correlation doesn't equal causation, my friends. Millions play without ever committing a violent act. Let's be real, life can be stressful. Work, school, relationships, it all adds up. What better way to escape than diving into a virtual world where you can slay dragons in your pajamas? For many, gaming is the ultimate stress reliever. It's a chance to unwind and have fun. But some argue games can add to our stress. The pressure to win and toxic communities can be stressful. So, is gaming a stress reliever or a stress simulator? It depends on the game and the person playing it. It's Sartia. We all know that one friend, or maybe it's you, no judgment here, who seems to spend every waking moment glued to their screen, controller in hand. They'll cancel plans, pull all-nighters, and survive on a diet of energy drinks and instant noodles, all in the name of leveling up their character or achieving that sweet, sweet victory royale. Gaming addiction is a real thing, and it can have serious consequences. It can lead to social isolation, sleep deprivation, and even physical health problems. But when does a harmless hobby cross the line into a full-blown addiction? That's a tough question to answer. What do you guys think? Is gaming addiction a real problem, or is it just a matter of self-control? Remember the days when playing video games meant inviting your friends over, crowding around a tiny TV screen, and battling it out in Mario Kart or GoldenEye? Well, those days aren't gone, but they've definitely evolved. Today, online gaming dominates the scene, connecting people from all over the world in massive virtual playgrounds. For some, this is a dream come true. It's a chance to make new friends, join communities of like-minded individuals, and experience the thrill of competition and camaraderie from the comfort of your own home. But others argue that online gaming can be isolating and toxic, fostering a culture of cyberbullying, trash-talking, and general negativity. So, is gaming a social lifeline or a social nightmare? The classic battle between parents and teenagers everywhere, gaming versus grades. Parents worry that all those hours spent slaying digital monsters or building virtual empires are taking away from valuable study time, leading to plummeting grades and a bleak future flipping burgers. And hey, they might have a point. It's all about balance, right? If you're spending more time grinding for XP than you are hitting the books, your academic performance is bound to suffer. But then again, some studies suggest that moderate gaming can actually improve certain cognitive skills, like problem solving and spatial reasoning, which could potentially benefit academic performance. So, is gaming the enemy of education, or can the two coexist peacefully? So, we've talked about the potential negative impacts of gaming, but what about the positives? Many argue that gaming can actually enhance problem-solving skills, teaching players to think critically, strategize effectively, and adapt to ever-changing situations. Think about it. When you're facing a tough boss battle or trying to solve a complex puzzle in a game, you're forced to think outside the box, experiment with different approaches, and learn from your mistakes. These skills aren't just limited to the virtual world either. They can translate to real-life situations, helping you tackle challenges in your personal and professional life with greater confidence and creativity. So, the next time someone tells you you're wasting your time playing video games, tell them you're actually honing your problem-solving skills for world domination. Back to the dark side of gaming. One of the most common criticisms leveled at violent video games is that they desensitize players to violence, making them more likely to commit acts of aggression in real life. It's a scary thought, right? The idea that exposure to virtual violence could somehow numb us to the real thing. And there have been studies that suggest a correlation between playing violent video games and increased aggression. But again, correlation doesn't equal causation. It's important to remember that millions of people play violent video games without ever becoming violent themselves. So, is there a link between gaming and desensitization to violence? It's a complex issue with no easy answers. From the graphics to the soundtracks to the storylines, there's no denying that video games have evolved into incredibly immersive and visually stunning experiences. But are they art? It's a question that's been debated for years, with passionate arguments on both sides. Some argue that video games are simply entertainment, a form of escapism that doesn't deserve to be mentioned in the same breath as traditional art forms like painting, sculpture, or film. Others counter that video games are a unique and powerful form of art, capable of evoking a wide range of emotions and providing profound experiences that stay with us long after we've put down the controller. So, are video games art? You decide. Finally, let's talk about the social aspect of gaming. While some games encourage solo play, many of today's most popular titles are all about teamwork and collaboration. Whether you're raiding a dungeon in World of Warcraft, capturing an objective in Overwatch, or building a fortress in Fortnite, success depends on your ability to communicate effectively, coordinate your actions, and work together towards a common goal. These skills aren't just valuable in the virtual world either. They're essential for success in the real world, whether you're working on a group project, playing a team sport, or simply trying to navigate the complexities of everyday life. So, the next time someone tries to tell you that gaming is a solitary and antisocial activity, remind them that it can also be a powerful tool for building teamwork and collaboration skills. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 10 opinions on modern gaming. From the brain-boosting to the violence-inducing, from the stress-relieving to the addiction-forming. As you can see, there are strong opinions on both sides of the spectrum. Gaming is a complex and multifaceted medium, with the potential for both positive and negative impacts. Ultimately, it's up to each individual to decide how they want to engage with it. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Just try to keep it civil, okay? We don't want to start a virtual war down there, unless it's in a video game, of course. Then it's all fair game. Get it? Fair game? Okay, I'll stop now.